Hi, today I am going to use Sharemate to migrate from SharePoint 2010 environment to SharePoint Online. I will also be showing some new features introduced in version 1.3.3. Alright, so let's get started. First thing, I select SharePoint Online, type in the SharePoint SQL server, npo SharePoint SQL, connect, configuration database, web application. I have two. I'm just going to select the first one. Source URL, HTTP, npo SharePoint 2010. Here, destination, which is my SharePoint Online or Office 365 dot SharePoint. So these are all the site collections, sites, and subsites I have in my SharePoint 2010 environment. The first row is now always read-only. This is a new change we introduced. So you can see I cannot edit anything in here. The root site should already exist in SharePoint Online, so I really don't care to make any changes to it. Here, I would like to make HR a site collection, so I type in sites and change this to yes. Here I type in the Office 365 email address. bjs@nposolutions.com. Here is another new feature. You can customize your site collection storage quota. This is only available when migrating to SharePoint Online, and it's in megabytes. So I will make this 2000 megabytes, which will equal to 2 gigs. Just keep on filling this out. Now that I filled these out, I'll go ahead and save my changes. Call this SharePoint 10 to SBO. Save. Okay, now moving on to migration choices. There have been some changes to this tab. You can see those changes when migrating to SBO and on-prem. So you will notice the column over here have been reordered. It just seems easier that way. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling these out. We made some changes to the merge new and merge existing feature. This is one feature that's a bit difficult to understand, so we try to make it easier. As mentioned before, merge new and merge existing are only applicable for document libraries. So here, I want to move everything under old legal and place it under the destination side account legal in the already existing document library legal docs. So I'm going to use merge existing to say I want to move old legal to sites account legal and place it under the already existing document library legal docs. I can also choose whether to place it in a folder or not. So here I'm going to choose to put it in a folder called Old Legals. Same thing for this item. I'm going to choose Merge Existing. So I am moving payroll forms under Payroll site. under the already existing library called docs. You can see right here, HR, payroll, docs. Now, if you do misspell the document library or type in a name of a document library that doesn't exist, Sharemate will flag it for you. So I'm going to just change this a bit to show you later on when I try to validate my data. And here I'm going to choose not to put it in a folder, so I will leave a slash, meaning everything will go in the root of the document library. Now for PR picks, I want to use the merge new. Oops. And this does the same thing as merge existing, except that I'm choosing to move the content to a new document library instead of an existing one. So here I want to choose to move this to PR site in a new document library called media in a new folder that I will create called pictures. Same thing for this document library. I'm going to move it to the same site. Now I want to move this content into the document library media. So since I already created it here when I chose merge new, then I will go here and choose merge existing because the document library media now exists. So choose BR and then say media. And then I would like this in a new folder called videos. All right, here I want to keep in place. So now that I've filled this out, I'm going to go ahead and click on validate. And as I mentioned before, here's the flag. If you hover over it, it's going to say document library doesn't exist, which is true since I misspelled it. So I'm going to go in here and fix that. Click on validate again. Now this is not technically new. This list used to appear in a message box in Sharemate, but since this list can be long, we decided to save it in a text file instead. So here it is telling me I created the site ad and I didn't choose anything to migrate to it. So I will fix that. Validation successful. Let's go back to over here ads. I'm going to move I'm just going to move that to it. And now click on validate again. Successful. That warning is gone. This is only a warning, so you can still move on with the migration without fixing that. And generate the script. And here's a new change. You can click on the link and it will take you right to your script. That's it.